All right, guys, so I'm gonna make a quick video about, this is specifically for those of you who have sweaty palms or sweaty feet, okay? And if you don't have one of those two, then you can probably just click off the video. This is probably not gonna be for you. This is targeted to very specifically those people that have either they sometimes sweat on their palms or there's all the time sweating on their palms. And this is something that I've dealt with my whole life, where my palms were always, you know, sweating all the time, basically. And especially when it's hot, it gets worse and worse, right? And I had a lot, there were times where I've like just holding my hands like this and like I can see like literally sweat like just flying down. And so if you want to fix that issue, this is going to be the video for you, okay? So I've done some research on it, and there's a thing called, you know, Botox. You can get Botox in your hands. I've never tried it myself. I think the cost is like $2,000 or $3,000, and it lasts like 6 months to a year or something like that. I didn't really even look into that option that much because it's just, I don't want those needles, you know, in my hand. And, you know, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably don't want those, you know, those pricking needles in your hand. I heard it's really painful and this and that. So, so that was like my last resort option if nothing else really worked. And then I started looking at like, oh, what if I put like antiperspirants like on my hands and stuff? That did not work at all. It was a complete failure. And then I ran into this device. It's called the Hildrex PSP 1000. And I'm gonna show you guys this in a second. Like, I just wanna let you guys know this is not like a video where I'm trying to sell this device. I'm not gonna affiliate for it. I'm just letting you know what worked for me. It might not work for you, it might work for you, I don't know. But this actually worked for me. And you know, for anyone who has sweaty palms or sweaty feet, you know that if this goes away, it's like, it's life-changing. It's absolutely life-changing when you take care of this. So when I first got this machine, I wanna say I got it about, I wanna say like 2 years ago or something. And I've never had an issue with sweaty palms after that. And it's just like, I couldn't even believe it. I literally couldn't even believe it, that this was possible. So, and I was almost not even gonna buy this machine. I was like, like it's probably not gonna work, you know? But then I convinced myself to buy it because I went on the website and it said, you can get your money back within like 6 months or something like that. If it doesn't work for you, you just send it back and you get your money back. I was like, all right, you know, if they have a money back guarantee, I might as well try it. So I'm gonna show you guys the machine here. It's called the Hildrex PSP 1000. I'm gonna bring the camera down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about, okay? And again, like I don't have a link for this or anything, like there's no affiliation. So you can just Google it if you want to. So it's called the Hildrex PSP 1000. And basically it just turns on and like there's settings. Like I'm not gonna explain all the settings and stuff in this video because I probably wouldn't do such a great job at it, but I just wanna let you guys know that something like this does exist. And as you can see, like if I go closer, there's a setting for hand and then foot and then some other stuff that you'll learn once you get the machine. But basically what it does is that there's this tub also here. You're probably wondering what the hell is this tub doing on my lap? There's this tub, you put your hands, like let's say you plug the machine in, you plug everything that needs to be in, like you put it in here. And then all it is you put your hands like this into this tub for about 15 minutes per day, every day to start for about a couple weeks. And eventually you're gonna notice, well at least I noticed, I literally stopped sweating. My hands stopped sweating, my feet stopped sweating, like they just stopped. And on the website, you see a lot of things they talk about, like you get your sweaty palms to stop like 80% or 90%. For me, it was like almost 100%. It just basically stopped. And I have read it doesn't work for some people though, but it's well worth a shot because I actually thought, I was like, I have to be one of those people that it won't work for, because like I don't have just normal casual sweaty palms. My palms are just like drenched, absolutely drenched, right? And my feet like just absolutely drenched. Like, and then if it gets hotter, it's worse, right? Anyone with sweaty palms or sweaty feet can tell you that. Like when the heat comes, you're fried, you're dead. But when I started this machine, I was just like, it was literally the most life-changing thing I've ever done. And that's why I felt the need to create this video. So somebody maybe stumbles upon this video and somebody maybe buys the machine and maybe it changes their lives, you know, in a positive way. And, you know, only people that have the sweaty palms and the sweaty feet, they would understand what I mean when I say changing their lives, because some people are like, oh, what's the big deal? Your hands and your feet sweat. Like, it's a really big deal when you have it. It's a really, really big deal. And it couldn't become, you know, a huge insecurity. And so I felt the need to really make this video just to share my experience, and that it 100% worked for me. My hands are completely dry all the time. Like, the only time I'll sweat a little bit is like maybe on the sides here when it gets really, really hot. But otherwise, unless it's really hot, it doesn't matter anymore. I can almost feel like my hands want to sweat. You know that feeling you get when it's like you feel them heating up and like they want to sweat, but there's like a barrier there, and they just don't. They just simply don't. So that's my advice to you. Go buy this machine. Just go Google it, hildrex PSP 1000. Just Google it, read about it, and try it out. You know, I guess, you know, if you don't want to try it out, don't try it out. But I really just wanted to share my experience here, you know, with you guys, and give you guys that chance to actually, you know, do this for yourself and try it out and see what happens. Because like I said, it's been life-changing for me, and it could potentially be life-changing for you. And even if it helps your sweaty palms even 50%, you know it's worth it. You know, for me, it's probably like 98%. It's kind of, you know, it's helped me like 98%. So, so definitely highly recommend it, at least to give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you, just send it back, get your money back, and do whatever you want. But yeah, that's basically it. And once you get it, you're gonna be a little bit confused on how it works. You're gonna be like, oh, how does this thing work? Like, how do I apply it, this and that? But just YouTube it. You're gonna see some YouTube videos on it. I didn't wanna do a tutorial myself because I saw some YouTube tutorials that were pretty good and a lot better than the one I can make. So I just wanna tell you about the product and tell you about my experience. And then once you buy it and you try it out for yourself, just YouTube it. Just like, oh, how do I use this machine? Like, how do I do the settings? And it's just actually really straightforward once you see that. And it's just really easy to use. And it's just incredible. It really is. So try it out if you want to, or don't. But I'm just here to tell you what worked for me, all right? And best of luck, and hopefully things work out for you and your palms stop sweating, or your hands stop sweating, or your feet stop sweating. And yeah, good luck.